Lionel Messi faces a late fitness test before El Clasico. Manchester United look at David Brooks. Dortmund could be without their captain in the Champions League next week. Eden Hazard has finally made his mind up. And of course, because it's Wednesday, we have this week's great debate. That and more coming up in the next few minutes as I am your host, Matt Froelich. You are the Onefootballers and this is the Daily News. Oh, and very quickly before we start today, guys, we have news of a giveaway just for you. On Friday's transfer Q&A, you could have the chance to win a signed Sadio Mane shirt. I was lucky enough to meet the Liverpool player and get him to sign a shirt at a New Balance event a few weeks ago. So for you guys to be in with a chance of winning in both today and tomorrow's daily, make sure you let me know in the comment section a transfer related question for the Q&A on Friday. The best one will be picked by me and I will be announcing the winner of the signed Sadio Mane shirt in Friday's transfer Q&A. First up, Barcelona forward Lionel Messi is facing a race against time to be fit for tonight's El Clasico. Manager Ernesto Valverde said he will give him every single opportunity to be fit, including a late fitness test which could go up to the last few minutes before the team sheets are handed in. Tonight's El Clasico is the first of 3 within the next few weeks, and it's the first leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final. At the end of the month they play the second leg, and at the beginning of March they face each other in the second league encounter of the season. But as for tonight's game, well, alongside Lionel Messi, Ousmane Dembele has also been ruled out of the game as he has a few fitness worries himself. As for Real Madrid, well, Jesus Vallejo is the only fitness doubt for them. However, he's not really in the starting 11 and definitely isn't as important as Messi is to Barcelona to Real Madrid. Elsewhere though, look out for the kits during the game tonight where the Chinese New Year will be commemorated with Chinese lettering underneath their regular names on the back of all players' shirts. Lastly, with Messi's injury, even if he does miss out tonight, Valverde has said that he will be fit again for the weekend and into the Champions League knockout rounds next week. But moving away from fitness news for a minute and to some transfer news where even though the transfer window is shut, the rumours continue to circulate. This time, it's Bournemouth's David Brooks. The Welshman joined from Sheffield United in the summer for around £11 million and well, his debut season in the Premier League has been nothing short of exceptional. He scored 6 goals in 21 games and has been a real star for Bournemouth on the South Coast, so much so that Manchester United are looking to buy him this summer. It's reported that with Juan Mata leaving on a free transfer, potentially to Barcelona ironically, that Manchester United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and the board are all looking at Brooks as a fantastic replacement. He's got the ability, the agility, the skill, the finishing and the passing to be a fantastic player. And if Manchester United come in with a bid of around 40 million for him and the chance for Brooks to double his wages, it looks likely that Eddie Howe and the Bournemouth board will have to let him go. But back to a bit more news about the Champions League, and Dortmund could be without their captain Marco Royce after he injured himself last night in the Deutsche Pokal defeat. He scored a fantastic free kick to make the scores 1-1 just before half-time, but didn't reappear for the second half, with Paco Alcacer coming on in his place. They went on to draw the game 3-3 after extra time and lose on penalties to Bremen. However, things could be looking worse for Dortmund overall. Lucien Favre, the Dortmund boss, has said that Royce will be looked at before the weekend. However, he can only hope that he'll be fit. If he isn't, the chances are he may just be back in time to face Tottenham in the first leg of the round of 16 games in the Champions League. However, from a Spurs fans' point of view, they can't exactly laugh at Dortmund missing Marco Royce, as they'll be heading into the game and potentially the second leg at the end of the month without Dele Alli and Harry Kane, who are both still sidelined. And lastly, on the transfer front, we come to Eden Hazard. Now, this story has been rumbling on for quite a few months now, and you can expect it to go on all the way into the summer. Will he or will he not be joining Real Madrid? Well, apparently, according to a documentary released last night on French TV, Hazard has made his mind up. However, this is where it gets a little bit confusing. This documentary was actually filmed 2 months ago, and let's be honest, a week is a long time in football, never mind 2 months. Around that time, he had said that Real Madrid were the biggest club in the world and it would be a dream for him to move there. Along with this, boss Maurizio Sarri said that if he really wants to leave, they'll have to let him go. But have things changed in the last few months? Chelsea are currently in the League Cup final and things are looking okay-ish for them in the league. If they could secure top 4 football and show Hazard that they really mean business in the years to come, maybe, just maybe, they'll get him to sign a new deal. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that Hazard will be moving to Real Madrid in the summer, especially with the signing of Christian Pulisic. Now, I know we've mentioned this before on the channel, but for those of you who think that Pulisic is not a replacement for Hazard and is definitely a replacement for Willian and Pedro, you probably need to watch a little bit more football. He is literally a carbon copy of all the skills that Eden Hazard has. I'm not saying he's as good as Hazard or he'll go on to be as good as Hazard, but when it comes to a skill set and replacing a player, they're pretty much two of the most alike players that you'll find in Europe. And lastly but not least, it's Wednesday, so that means we have our great debate. That is where our guys over in the newsroom set a question to all of our readers and to all of our viewers here on YouTube. To find out all of their answers and my answer, you can check out the app where the article is being released. But from you guys in this video, in the comment section, I and the newsroom want to know who is the greatest Premier League striker of all time. Now, this question was brought about because Sergio Aguero moved to within one hat-trick of Alan Shearer in the all-time record list. And funnily enough, Alan Shearer is my answer. Now, there are so many different categories, there's so many different players you could put into the best of all time in the Premier League. Whether they were entertaining, whether they were a role model, whether it's for the sheer amount of goals they scored. There are too many to name. Obviously, Henry, Suarez, Drogba, Van Persie, Aguero, Harry Kane, whoever you want to name, let me know in the comment section. For me, it's Alan Shearer because goal scorers are meant to score goals, and he did it more than anyone else in the Premier League with 260. That's 59 more than his closest competitor with 201, Wayne Rooney. So let me know in the comment section down below who your greatest Premier League striker of all time is and why. Of course, on top of that, you can also let me know everything you think about tonight's Clasico and whether or not Marco Royce will be fit for the big Spurs clash next week. Whilst you're there, you can also smash the like button and click here to check out all of the other videos we've got going on OneFootball. But until next time, I will see you guys later.